Tonight, a report on a second armed robbery at a Mattawa gas station, and people are invited to a fundraiser to help a Moses Lake man battling cancer. What's happening in sports, Bob?
Moses Lake girls basketball sets a new standard, and the Big Ben running Vikes were upset at home Saturday. Let's take a quick peek at our Weather Center forecast.
Good afternoon. It's been quite windy out there today. Winds will die down tonight and will remain dry, but there is a threat of showers coming up. I'll let you know more just ahead in weather.
I'm Amber Jenks, and we have all this and much more on iFIBER 1 News.
From the iFIBER 1 HD studio here in the heart of the Columbia Basin, this is iFIBER 1 News. Your #1 source for local news, sports headlines, and our very own Weather Center forecast covering the entire Columbia Basin. This is iFIBER 1 News, and it starts now.
Police are investigating a second armed robbery at a Mattawa gas station in less than a month. At about 5 a.m. on Friday morning, 2 men wearing masks entered Ken's Corner 76 station on Government Road as a third suspect waited outside. 2 men were reportedly armed with handguns and stole an undisclosed amount of money from the store, according to Mattawa Police Chief John Turley. The suspects appear to flee on foot in an unknown direction. Police are reviewing surveillance video from the store. Turley said it's unknown at this time if Friday's robbery is connected to a January 28th robbery at the same business. 2 suspects wearing masks entered the store early in the morning. At least 1 suspect was armed. On January 27th, 2 suspects matching the description from the January 28th robbery entered Junior's Economart on East 1st Street in Warden and stole about $200. Anyone with information is asked to call Mattawa Police at 509-932-4112. Less students from Moses Lake High School are enrolling at the Columbia Basin Tech Center for the 2016 school year. Reporter Joe Utter has the details.
The Columbia Basin Technical Skills Center is seeing fewer enrollments from Moses Lake High School students than projected. Director Christine Armstrong said registrations for next year among Moses Lake students are less than half of where they were estimated to be. They were expecting about 200 students and have just 65 signed up for this year. While the school is open to students who reside in any district within Grant County, Moses Lake represents the Skills Center's home district. Armstrong said Moses Lake students should account for the highest number of enrollments. CB Tech officials noted an increase in Moses Lake High School students enrolling in Big Bend Community College's Running Start program. The program gives students a chance to begin earning college credit while still enrolled in high school. Armstrong said she understands why Moses Lake students would consider that option over CB Tech, but hopes more will consider the Tech Center as an alternative opportunity. This is Joe Utter for iFIBER 1 News.
A citizen reportedly held a burglary suspect in Larson until deputies arrived. Prosecutors charged Larry Rangel, a 21-year-old Pasco resident, in Grant County Superior Court with residential burglary and theft in the 3rd degree. 3 people were walking toward a friend's home in Larson when they noticed a board missing from a broken window of a neighboring apartment. According to the Grant County Sheriff's Office, they went into the apartment to reattach the board when they reportedly spotted Rangel holding a backpack. Witnesses claim they asked the man his identity and he began to walk away. When they said they were contacting the sheriff's office, he allegedly tried to run. One of the men allegedly put Rangel into a chokehold and punched him. Police claim they located the backpack nearby and it contained items stolen from the apartment. Rangel claimed his cousin worked for the property owner and used tools in the home. A man is accused of stabbing his brother with a machete during an argument. Prosecutors charged Thomas Ramirez, a 31-year-old Moses Lake resident, in Grant County Superior Court with assault in the 2nd degree. The victim reportedly told police he went to the kitchen to get food when Ramirez began insulting him. When the victim told Ramirez to stop whining and called him a name, the defendant allegedly grabbed a machete and wanted to start fighting. According to the Grant County Sheriff's Office report, Ramirez reportedly jabbed the machete at the other man, cutting the victim's thumb. The blade cut an artery and required stitches. The victim reported Ramirez needs help for his drinking. The defendant reportedly admitted to the stabbing. Now we take a look at people being sought by law enforcement.
This is Sheriff Tom Jones with the Grant County Sheriff's Office. Each of the people you see here have a warrant for their arrest. If you see any of these people, we ask you do not attempt to detain or apprehend them, but call us at 509-762-1160 or send us an email at crimetips@co.grant.wa.us. If the person is presenting a danger, call 911. With your help, we can bring these people to justice and make our community safer.
We'll be back right after this.
When the cold rolls in, it's time to turn on the heater and cozy up with a book. But turning up the heat can mean higher electric bills. And for some families in tough times, that could mean choosing between a warm meal or a warm house. For decades, people like you have extended a hand to help local families in need pay those winter electric bills. Share the warmth this winter to help keep your neighbor warm by giving a little when you pay your Grant PUD bill.
Thanks for watching. I'm Ana Cristina Sanchez with your local weather segment brought to you by Barry Motors, one great place to buy and service a car. For tonight, will remain dry, slight chance of showers. Tomorrow night will remain with those temperatures well above normal for this time of year all through Wednesday afternoon. Low temperatures this morning for us here in Ephrata, well above normal in the mid-40s. Average low is 26. High temperatures for today, 56 for us here in the city. Average high is 42, and the record high temperature for us was set back in 1982, and the high temperature was 59. For you in Moses Lake, your record high temperature was set back in last year, and the record high was 57, so you were close to breaking that record high temperature. Today's high right around the mid-50s. Low temperature this morning, 46, when the average low is 27. And currently, mild temperatures out there right around the low 50s. Winds coming in from the south between 5 to 10 miles per hour. Still mostly cloudy skies for us here within our Columbia Basin, and some showers in the inner northwest, far northern portions. Now, moderate rainfall throughout the night, and as we head into this Tuesday morning along coastal region for Long Beach, and also that precipitation turning into snow in higher elevations in the northern Cascades. Throughout this Tuesday morning, once again, showers will continue for the southwestern portions of the state. Mostly cloudy skies for us here within our Columbia Basin. That cloud cover will continue to build up as we head into this Wednesday, bringing that chance of showers. And another system will continue to move in from the Pacific, bringing plenty of moisture that will bring, once again, showers along coastal regions. And for us, we'll keep that threat of showers as we head into this Wednesday, Thursday, and even all through Friday night. High temperatures for tomorrow for you in Seattle, right around 54, Long Beach 53. Showers throughout the night, moderate rainfall even. High temperatures for this Tuesday afternoon for the inland northwest, right around the low 50s, mostly cloudy skies. 59 in the Yakima, mostly cloudy skies. Tri-Cities area, mostly cloudy skies. Highs right around the mid-50s, and a small chance of seeing few passing showers. For us, high temperature throughout this Tuesday afternoon, right around 56. Also for you in Moses Lake. Royal City, mostly cloudy skies. Highs in the upper 50s throughout this Tuesday night. We'll have that threat of showers. Quincy 55 degrees as a high temperature for this Tuesday afternoon. Remember, we'll have that small threat of showers beginning Tuesday night, then also into Wednesday with mostly cloudy skies. For Tuesday, high temperatures right around the mid-50s, low 50s for Wednesday. Then the temperatures will drop to right around 50 degrees for Thursday. Still that threat of showers, lows right around the low 40s, and then plenty of sunshine as we head into this weekend for Saturday afternoon with highs still right around the low 50s.
To save some energy, I've used Einstein's mass energy equivalents to design the haptic suits you see in front of you. They will maintain our core body temperature while we completely turn off our heat and air conditioning. With the money we save on our Grant PUD bill, I'll be expecting that trip to Disneyland this year.
You don't need to be a super genius to save energy and money. Visit grantpud.org to learn how.
The new flamethrower cheeseburger now with a $5 lunch. I'm going flamethrower today.
Remember what happened last time?
I'm going flamethrower today.
Gary, do you remember what happened last time?
I'm going flamethrower today.
Remember what happened last time?
Comes with a Sunday now. I can handle it.
You know your body, Gary.
Go Flamethrower. Now the DQ $5 lunch comes with the new jalapeno bacon flamethrower cheeseburger, plus fries, drink, and a sundae. This is fan food, not fast food.
The Chiefs rolled past the Rams to end regular season play unblemished and look to keep the mojo flowing as the team enters postseason play. The Chiefs beat up on West Valley 61-34 at home Friday to cap off their first ever undefeated regular season and claim a spot in the school history books. Number 2 ranked Moses Lake finished 12-0 in the Big 9 Conference and 20-0 overall. It was an emotional evening on senior night in Moses Lake with a lot riding on the contest, but this one was all Chiefs as the home team jumped out to a 22-4 first quarter lead and was up 44-19 at halftime. The elder classmen got the start, but it was sophomore Jamie Luetta coming off the bench to lead the way with a game-high 19 points. Jesse Luetta added 15. Abby Rathman finished with 12. Moses Lake enters postseason play as the number 1 seed to districts out of the Big 9 Conference. The Chiefs will host a first-round loser-out game against a yet-to-be-determined opponent Friday at 7 p.m. The Moses Lake boys held off West Valley 66-53 to close out the regular season on a 4-game win streak. The back-and-forth contest saw the lead change hands 5 times, but the Chiefs seized control down the stretch to come away with the W. Cesar Sandoval led the Moses Lake effort with 28 points. Ricardo Gonzalez hit for 14. Zach Phillips and Isaiah Thomas finished with 11 each. The Chiefs host Eastmont Tuesday evening at 7 in a first-round district loser-out game. Well, the running Vikes' 10-game win streak was snapped at home Saturday. 5 players hit for double digits, and Blue Mountain upset Big Bend 89-88 Saturday. It was the first East Conference League loss for the running Vikes, who dropped to 9-1 and into a tie with Spokane atop the standings. Big Bend was riding a 10-game win streak coming into the contest against the Timberwolves, but the 1-8 team from Ontario, Oregon, which had just come off a 2-point loss to Spokane the night before, wasn't intimidated. The running Vikes held a 46-38 advantage at the break. Big Bend opened up a double-digit second-half lead, but Blue Mountain fought back to make a game of it down the stretch. The NWAC showdown saw the lead change hand 5 times and had the Timberwolves holding a 3-point lead with under 20 seconds to go. The running Vikes got within a point with 0.7 of a second on the clock, but Big Bend was unable to convert on the inbounds pass before the buzzer sounded, and Blue Mountain came away with the upset. The running Vikes, Riker Pierce led all scorers with 28 points. Keyshawn Liggins and Leo Barron added 14 each. J.J. Eli finished with 13. The Lady Vikings dropped a 60-55 contest to the Timberwolves to fall to 2-8 in the East Region League standings. It was a poor shooting night for the home team, who hit just 37% from the field, 20% from three-point range, and just 50% from the charity stripe. The Lady Vikings held a 27-25 lead at the break, but an 8-point third quarter was the team's undoing. Max Shelley and Mackenzie Winley led the team with 12 points each. Big Ben hits the road to Columbia Basin College on Wednesday. J.R. Delgado drained a game-high 28 points to lead Wharton to a 69-50 win over Kittitas in semifinal district round ball action Saturday. The Cougars got out of the gate quick, knocking down the first 8 points of the contest. Wharton led 37-20 at the half. The Coyotes made a run to cut the lead to 9 midway through the fourth quarter, but Kittitas was forced to play the foul game, and the Cougars converted 15 of 18 attempts down the stretch to pull it out. Wharton advances to the championship game for the first time in school history and will match up with the #1 ranked Brewster Bears on Saturday. Moses Lake wrestlers captured the Region 4 tournament in Spokane over the weekend. The Chiefs finished with a team total 179.5 points. Central Valley took second with 133. District champion Sunnyside placed fourth with 117. The Chiefs, Nick Hara, Hunter Cruz, Hudson Mosseth, and Dylan Morris were crowned champions in their weight class. Jesus Corneo and Peyton Castro finished runner-up. Joel Torres, Cooper McCullough, and Chandler Fluitt placed third. All 9 wrestlers will move on to the MAC Classic State Championships at the Tacoma Dome this weekend. We'll be back after this commercial break.
You don't have to drive to Seattle for exceptional cancer care. Confluence Health's cancer program delivers world-class care close to home. We have a highly experienced oncology team in a state-of-the-art facility, and we're a member of the Seattle Cancer Care Alliance, which gives our patients access to world-renowned therapies developed at Fred Hutchinson, the University of Washington Medicine, and Seattle Children's. Together with the SCCA, we're delivering world-class cancer care close to home.
Well, one thing I knew from being a patient myself was that a dental office is a scary place to come to. And so we wanted everything possible to make sure that our office is a comfortable place for our patients to visit. The patients that I have, my clients, have made me a part of this community, and we want to give back in every way possible.
Our spotlight story tonight is about a Marine Corps veteran raising awareness about suicides among veterans by walking 22 miles for the 22 veterans who die every day. Reporter Devin Higgins has the story.
What compels a man to decide to take a very long walk? For Quincy resident and Marine Corps veteran Daniel Chisholm, it's to help his fellow soldiers through some of the darkest days of their lives. Growing up in Chelan, Chisholm enlisted in the United States Marine Corps after graduating from high school in 2000. In 2003, his unit Bravo Company 17 was sent overseas, marching from Kuwait to Baghdad, and then was based in Al-Najaf, Iraq for the next year. After coming home in 2004, Chisholm moved to Quincy and settled down with his 2 sons and his job as a journeyman boilermaker, but not all of his fellow soldiers have been so fortunate. According to a 2012 Veterans Administration report, 22 veterans commit suicide every day. In 2013, the website 22Kill was established to help bring awareness to the situation and build a network of veterans and community resources across the country. For Chisholm, he decided to take it one step further. Starting from the Grant County Fire District 3 station and with his mother and youngest son by his side, he set out on a 22-mile walk from Quincy to Rock Island, with each mile representing a veteran lost to suicide. Chisholm estimated the walk to Rock Island would take about 7 hours. By 8 a.m., he had reached the outskirts of Quincy.
So how's the first 5 miles been? 5 miles have been great. Kind of boosts up the pace after I hear a honk. I'm like, get a little bit more energy. But I was going a little fast, but I'm trying to pace it out, kind of go fast on the flats and then slow it down on the uphills. But overall, it's just a bunch of motivation. And
by noon, Chisholm was out in the picturesque scenery of Grant and Douglas County. And just after 2 o'clock, with friends and family waiting to greet him, Chisholm made his way into Rock Island and his destination at the Shell gas station. His son Elijah deciding to join him on the last 100 feet, and the walk was over. 22 miles for 22 veterans who were lost every day. Afterwards, Chisholm talked about the experience and his motivation to give back and be involved in the cause.
I was always kind of, had my own depression issues and kind of kept to myself, but after getting back in shape, it really brightened my feelings, and everything started feeling a lot better. So I had a lot more energy, both mentally and physically. And I came up with the idea to do a walk and tribute to my brothers and sisters who have lost their lives to suicide. I'll continue to do these things with the community, raise my awareness of suicide, PTS, and TBI, educate myself, educate anybody else who wants to be educated, or the public. More stuff to bring the public aware of it, because it needs to be something that not just the veterans are aware of it, but it needs to be their friends, their family, veteran or non-veteran. Everybody should be aware of it. Then they know, what would be the triggers that makes their friends or family, uneasy or get down low, and then it's just we need to keep it consistent and active until there are none.
In Rock Island, Devin Higgins for iFIBER 1 News.
We'll be right back after this.
We are real students, and this really is our college.
My dream will change the outcome of my life.
My college is allowing me to achieve my dream.
My dream is to be a pilot.
My dream is to be a nurse.
Only you can determine your dream. Big Bend will help you get there.
What's your dream?
Experience speed like never before when you connect to Grant PUD's high-speed network. Visit grantpud.org to learn more.
Welcome back. The Columbia Basin Foundation is offering grants to nonprofit organizations for 2016. Nonprofit organizations in Grant, Adams, and Western Lincoln counties are eligible to apply. The deadline to submit applications at the foundation office is 5 p.m. on March 31st. 5 grant opportunities are available, including money from the Alvar and Louise Swanson Greater Community Grant, Earl and Helen Sola Community Grant, Fern Daniel Grant, and the Woman and Children's Fund Grant. According to Columbia Basin Foundation Executive Director Don Cook, money available from each fund can be awarded to more than one organization. Organizations must be a 501c3 or an organization that is a fiscal sponsor, such as a school, municipality, county, or any organization which has IRS tax-exempt status. The Columbia Basin Foundation only funds special projects or programs and not regular operating costs or religious or political programs. Organizations wanting to apply can go to columbiabasinfoundation.org. A fundraiser to help a Moses Lake man suffering from brain cancer is scheduled for March 11th. The friends and family of Bill Weech are holding a dinner, auction, and dance at the Moses Lake Elks Lodge, located at 814 North Stratford Road. The event starts at 5:30 p.m. Tickets are $30 per person or $50 per couple. A tumor was found in Weech's brain late last year after he started experiencing confusion at work. He is currently undergoing chemotherapy and radiation treatments in Auburn. Weech's sister, Melody Fairprice, is hoping to raise funds to pay for Weech's medical expenses. She said the bills are likely to reach the hundreds of thousands of dollars by the time he is finished with treatment. She and others have collected dozens of items for people to bid on, including golf packages, vacations, and jewelry. For more information, contact Fairprice at 509-760-4185. In Northwest News, a day after the last occupiers at the Malheur National Wildlife Refuge surrendered, the FBI offered a guided tour to the media where the group staged their protest. For CNN, Andrew Deinbert has the details.
For the first time since Lavoy Finicum was shot dead by authorities, we were able to pass the FBI checkpoint. For weeks, armed federal agents and armed occupiers were separated by one road. We also got an inside look into the vehicles used to transport the militia during negotiations. Now, we weren't allowed access to where the militia staged the occupation, as the area is still being cleared, but the FBI did show us their barrier. And they weren't the only ones who fortified with vehicles. The militia used this Bearcat and some U.S. Fish and Wildlife trucks to impede the feds from storming their makeshift compound. Now, a big question going forward in the investigative process is what will happen to those vehicles, a vital lifeline to maintaining and tending to the refuge.
We will process all of the vehicles, and then after we are completed with our processing, they will be turned back to the refuge. And they can assess the damage or if they can be put back into service.
A ski bus burst into flames near Mount Baker just minutes after a group of students got off of it. KOMO's Gabe Cohen has more on the scare and how those students didn't let it ruin a day of skiing.
Staff was ready for a normal Saturday on Mount Baker.
We were very busy with an awesome powder day.
But this morning took a terrifying turn.
Yeah, not your normal ski day.
A bus carrying a group of teens from Bellingham caught fire on its way up the mountain, just a mile from the resort. They were on their way to a ski day before troopers say a mechanical error caused the flames. Luckily, everyone on board escaped unharmed. They didn't wait around for long.
Within minutes, they were up here at the ski area. We had them safely in the lodge and had them all together as a group and went from there.
The kids still went skiing. The mountain even offered up free lunch and gear for those who lost their ski stuff in the flames.
They were all still, when they got here, excited to be on the mountain, and anything we could do to help accommodate them, have a better day, a good day here in the mountains is certainly what we're about.
Not exactly the normal ski day these kids were hoping for. But not bad for a day that began in such a scary way.
All in all, worked out all right.
Gabe Cohen, KOMO News.
That's going to do it here for us at iFIBER 1 News. We want to thank you for watching, and we'll see you again tomorrow.